Hi, I'm June, and in this short video, I'm going to reveal a weird little secret that will finally keep spiders out of your house once and for all. Just imagine, 1 week from now, you will be able to sleep with confidence, knowing that you're never going to suddenly jump up out of bed in panic when you see a spider crawling out from under your bed or up the wall. Do you see how your sleep quality will improve? And even your relationships with people when you have a peaceful night's sleep with no paranoia about spiders lurking around in your bedroom. Once the constant stress of cleaning, scrubbing, and checking under the bed and in all the nooks and crannies have gone, you will be thankful that you discovered this secret and have taken action. The true beauty about this method is that it won't cost you a fortune on pest control call-outs, getting your property fumigated, and you won't waste money on products that simply do not work, such as spider repellent sprays, plug-in spider repellent devices, or the useless advice you find in internet forums. Even more important is it won't force you to move your house from the countryside to an inner-city high-rise apartment block, just like I did when I was so desperate to find a solution. I personally promise you, this little trick works, no matter if you live in the countryside or not. If you've been worried your whole life about the unexpected appearance of a spider of any size, large or small, and you think you have tried everything to keep them out, then pay close attention, as you have never seen anything like this trick I am about to show you. I know you probably don't believe me at this point, and that's okay. It doesn't affect my life if you take action or not. Plus, thousands of people just like you have watched this presentation, have taken action, and now enjoy a peaceful time in their home. After all, your home should be a place of safety and comfort, not a place to be anxious of the fact that a spider could make an appearance at any given moment. You won't have to put up with the nasty smell of spider repellent products or suffer headaches from high-frequency plug-in devices. Let's see what some other people just like you have discovered, like Shirley Talbot from Massachusetts.
I have to say, I was really skeptical when I first watched your video. I was so nervous that I couldn't even sleep at night. I was worried about spiders getting in the house. But with your guide, I've managed to become more confident that I've done everything I can, especially before I go to bed, to keep spiders and creepy crawlies from getting in the house. Especially before bed, I do your 4 easy checkpoints, and I just feel like I'm more at ease. I can finally get some sleep. So thank you.
Now, who am I to make such bold claims? I'm not talking to you as an expert on spiders, a pest control expert, or even someone that knows anything about creepy crawlies. I'm talking to you as a homeowner who ended up selling my property at a loss because I was so frantically desperate to escape my fear. I also made frequent trips to the accident and emergency department at my local hospital due to constant panic attacks I suffered every night that I went into my bedroom to sleep, much to the embarrassment of my husband James. Now, this humiliating experience led to a foolproof yet surprisingly simple way of stopping even the smallest spiders entering your property. It all started on March the 4th, 2011, when I was sitting in my new living room watching television in the evening. My husband James was working away for a week, so I did have some anxiety that should a spider appear, he wouldn't be there to rescue me and remove it from the house like he usually does. You see, I couldn't even look at a spider before without freezing up with fear and just breaking down into tears. And then, to my utter disgust and disbelief, from the corner of my eye, I spotted the biggest spider I had ever seen in my life crawl up the wall from behind the sofa that I was sitting on. I was so close to it I could see it in detail. It was as if it was looking directly into my eyes and could smell my fear. It was at that exact moment that I almost blacked out. I just knew I had to get out of the house. Now, to make it worse, my worst fear was confirmed. Another spider of equal size was already on the ceiling above me, and I figured the other one was crawling up the wall to join its mate. They say that spiders always come in pairs, but I thought this was an old wives' tale. Now I was in a serious dilemma. I wanted to run out of the house, but I was in my night clothes. I didn't have anyone to call or any place to stay, so I slept in my car that night. Of course, after I checked, there were no spiders in the car. So what was I to do? I was desperate. I couldn't sleep in the car for a week, so I needed advice from an expert. I was sure I wasn't the only one who had ever suffered this problem. So the next morning, I contacted my local pest control service. Within 2 hours, they had sent one of their big pest control trucks over to my house. 2 men jumped out in boiler suits, one older man and what looked like his apprentice. They both had masks, strange hoses, and big boots. They looked like something out of Ghostbusters. I was a little embarrassed, as my neighbors must have thought I had a large infestation of rats or something more serious than just a couple of house spiders. Now, the older one of the 2 men was something special. Not only did he instantly track where the spiders were hiding, he also found where they had chosen to lay their babies. So I was due some more uninvited guests in the future, hadn't I called the pest control service. He then went on to give me advice that changed my life forever. He explained that you can't just use one method to prevent spiders coming into your house. You must use an equal measure of 3 methods that will make your home totally uninhabitable for spiders, and they won't even bother trying to come in. It was a simple solution that he called BPR. It stands for Block, Prevent, Repel. The steps he explained were simple, so I tried it out immediately. I was shocked to find how secure I felt after taking these steps. For the first time in years, I just had a feeling of freedom and confidence in my own home. It was almost as if someone had lifted a huge weight off my shoulders, and I just felt so free and happy. Now, 8 years have passed, and I have not seen a single spider in my home. Not even those small skinny ones with the long legs. It is truly amazing. And it had me wonder if this magic method would work on all homes. If I could help other people who have been overcome by this fear. So I started sharing the BPR method with my friends and family, and even gave a talk about it at my local community center. I was so surprised to find out how many other people are being so badly affected by this. And then their response just blew me away. Every single one of them reported that they had not seen a single spider since using the BPR method. That's when I decided I should share this method with people just like me all around the world. I named this guide Repeller Spider, the BPR method. Repeller Spider is the only strategic system on the market using the BPR method to permanently stop spiders entering and residing in your home. And because it's using a mixture of 3 different methods, blocking, preventing, and repelling, it achieves extremely powerful results with permanent effectiveness as soon as you employ the method. Here's a small sample of what the guide contains. The 3 household substances that spiders just cannot tolerate, even if you think you've tried this before. The one deadly mistake people do that attracts spiders to your property, this tip alone will do 80% of the work. The secret reason why the way you arrange your furniture and the layout of your rooms can make it like a 5-star hotel for those unwanted 8-legged creatures. And a surefire way to change that right now. The simple house hack that will take you less than an hour to implement and will remove any spiders that are already lurking in your house right now. The pest control man informed me that this is more effective than fumigating and costs 20 times less. The heating and light mistake that attracts spiders like a magnet, after using the BPR method, your property will be completely uninhabitable for spiders. The easy 4-point checklist you can do every night before bed to put your mind at rest and have the best night's sleep. Because if you know you are doing all you can, then there is no way that a spider will even dare to enter. And much, much more. Let me guide you by the hand on a straightforward, step-by-step plan of action to stop spiders coming into your house and setting up their home. Don't worry, it doesn't require any special equipment or superpowers for you to make this a success. And Repeller Spider is not your average boring ebook either. You'll have so much fun reading it and will experience so many aha moments as you discover the simple secrets. At this point, you might think that all of this value is going to cost you a pretty penny. After all, it can change your life for the better. So what is that worth? Well, you are in for a lovely surprise. It's not the national average of $1,535 for termite treatment costs when you call a professional pest control company out. It's not the $35,000 loss I suffered when I had to sell my house and move out of desperation. It's not even the cost of wasting money on spider repellent devices and sprays that we talked about earlier. I originally thought about selling this guide for $67. But as I want to reach more people, as I know how devastating this problem has been, you're not even going to pay the low price of $47. As a gift for watching this presentation today, you're going to get immediate access to the entire spider repeller, the BPR method, for a one-time single and secure payment of just $37. Please note, this price is much lower than I originally set out to sell it for, so it really is a steal. So take advantage of my generosity now and click the yellow Add to Cart button below. You will complete the form with your information and keep spiders out of your house today. And because I am so confident you will love this guide, I am offering you a full 100% 60-day money-back guarantee. This is the longest money-back guarantee possible, so you really have nothing to worry about. If during these 60 days you see a spider in your home, simply contact me anytime during the 60 days and you will receive all of your money back with no questions asked. These terms are as fair as I can make them without simply giving the guide out for free, in which case no one will value its power. All you have to do is click the Add to Cart button below to get started. Remember, your other choices are limited, and I don't want you to take advice from some random forum or spend a fortune on products that don't work. Listen, I've moved homes because I believed spiders wouldn't go all the way up to a high-riser apartment block, and that's just crazy when you think a $37 guide can prevent all of that upheaval and stress if this was available to me at the time. I know people who have their home fumigated every month in the fear that spiders are living in their homes. You can only imagine how expensive this would get over the course of a year. Do you really want to go through all this when there is a cheap, safe, and natural alternative? Well, now you finally have a choice. Repeller Spider, the BPR method. The effective way to permanently keep spiders out of your home. Click the Add to Cart button and let's get started.